everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about the top 5 things that you have to do for the month of July in your zone 5 garden. So I am filming this in my front yard garden because look, the flowers are in bloom and they are beautiful. So without further ado, the top 5 things that you have to do in the garden. Number 1 is start planting for fall. So I'm sure you guys are harvesting all your veggies, your fruits, maybe your herbs. But now in July is the best time to start planting for fall. So what are the vegetables that you can plant for the month of July? Direct sow. Radish, carrots, beets, kale, green beans, summer squash, chard, Chinese cabbage, cucumbers, and corn. You can also start indoor. Now the ones that I just said are the ones that you plant direct sow. These ones that I'm about to tell you are the ones that you can plant indoors. So start indoors. These are the cold hardy ones, your broccoli, your cauliflower, and your cabbages. Yeah, these 3 grow well in cold weather. So in order to stretch our growing season here in cold weather, because we have cold weather, and excuse all the noises, I'm in a urban location and lots of noises, so excuse all the noises. But anyway, in order to extend our growing season, it is best to start planting while you're harvesting. So take for example this one. This planter is by my front yard, and this half right here I just harvested last week, red Norland potatoes. So I planted it in May, harvested it last week, and the other half I got sweet potatoes growing. So this area right here is ready for radish and carrots. So I'm going to plant my radishes and my carrots in this area. So I'm going to plant it tomorrow actually. So that's an example. While you're harvesting, do your planting. Extend your growing season, so to speak. And then for summer flowers, now is the time to plant zinnias and marigolds and cosmos. Add some more. That way around fall, you have lots of flowers during your fall. Am I making sense to you guys? But anyway, that is number 1. Direct sow veggies for fall harvest, and indoor plant your cold hardy veggies for next year. Not next year, for fall. For fall. Number 2 on our July to-do list is deadhead your flowers to encourage more blooms. So this one I need to do still. And excuse my security camera. But anyway, see that? These are spent flowers of my roses. And this is on the front yard. So deadhead them. So I'm planning on deadheading them tomorrow after I am done planting my carrots and my radishes. So yeah, it's best to deadhead them. So that is number 2. Not only that, but not just flowers, but you also need to deadhead your herbs. Like for example, this is Thai basil, and you see the flowers? Now is the time to deadhead them. When you deadhead them like this, pinch it, and don't throw them, because these flowers you can make tea out of them. Deadheading your herbs around July encourages them to be bushy, to grow more. Like for example, another one, Thai basil. Here's another. This is plain basil. Deadhead them. Like You all know how to deadhead basil, right? When you deadhead basil, look for the two, like this one, there's two on either side. Pinch them like that, like so, and you got the flower. You can use the flower to make tea. They're good for teas. Or you can make pesto or whatever rocks your boat. Number 3 on our list is harvest. Harvest continuously to encourage growth. Like for example, this broccoli is ready for harvest. Harvest it. I'm not gonna cut it right now, but I'll cut it later over here and harvest it. Harvesting them, and that doesn't mean that this thing is done. No. After you harvest it, there'll be growth opening like this one. They're already starting. Those are potential more broccoli. So cut them right here and you'll get more growth. And that is number 3 in our list. Continued harvesting. Not just broccoli, your beans and such, your long beans, your bush beans, your flowers for herbs, yeah. Number 4 on our list of things to do for July is fertilize your asparagus. Now, this is my asparagus garden. And if you see, there are some growth coming out. See, a baby growth. This is my asparagus garden. Yeah, it looks like a jungle, isn't it? Give you another view of it. Right here. This entire area right here are asparagus. And see how tall the ferns are? Like it's really tall, but it's bending over. Here's another. This is the opening. Well, that actually is the back side. I call this the front area. And see the bees? But yeah, this is my asparagus area. And July is the best time to fertilize it. And if you notice, I planted peas all over my asparagus area. Why? Because peas are nitrogen fixers. So I plant them in between to, put nitrogen naturally in the garden. Another thing that you can do is plant cucumber. Here in my asparagus garden, I planted tomatoes and cucumbers. Why? Tomatoes and cucumbers grow well with asparagus. They have a symbiotic relationship, So, July is the best time to do it. Do your, some people spread fertilizer on their asparagus. I do it naturally. And number 5 on our to-do list for the month of July is monitor for pest diseases of the plants. So if you've seen any, for example, squash bugs, squash beetles, they're notorious for destroying everything. Keep up with it. Kill them, squash them, kill them. Like continuously monitoring for pests, because you don't want all your hard work to be eaten up by pests, right? So you have to continuously monitor them. So number 5 in your to-do list is to monitor for pests and make sure to water deeply. Now, when you're watering deeply, if I remember right, the requirement is that you have to have in your garden 1 inch of rainwater a week. So it's best if you have a rain gauge to monitor it. And especially nowadays, we get really, really hot weather, like in 3 digits. Make sure to deep soak your garden and monitor it. If you want to have really good harvest, it's best that you monitor how much water your garden is having. Like for me, what I did before is I dig. Like after I water, I dig up and have a measuring tape to measure or gauge using my fingers how much water my garden has gotten every time that I water using the sprinkler. And especially when it rains, because sometimes even though the rain gauge says, you got like 1 inch or 2 inch of water, but then when you dig the ground, it's not like that. So it's best to make sure that your garden is getting enough water. That way you got lots to harvest. Like, look at these beauties. So these are your top 5. Should we do a recap? So these are the top 5 things that you must do in your garden for the month of July. 1, plant for fall harvest. Direct sow veggies and start some cold hardy veggies indoors. That way you can extend your growing season. Number 2, deadhead your flowers and your herbs to encourage growth throughout the rest of the growing months. Number 3, harvest regularly to encourage continuous production. Number 4, fertilize your asparagus plants and your flowers if you're into that. But yeah, especially your perennial ones, now is the best time to fertilize them. And when the weather is cool, I can, add to the list, separate them if you want to separate them, especially for the perennial plants that have already done blooming. Their blooming season is over. You can start separating them, like your irises. Yeah, start separating them. Things like that. Number 5, monitor for pests and diseases to avoid them from growing in your garden, and water deeply, especially in the summer months. So yeah, these are your top 5 things to do for the month of July. Hope that helps. Have a good one, everyone, and thank you for watching. And please remember to click like and subscribe. See you in the next video. God bless.